Hey guys, and welcome to a game called Finger Bones. This is a psychological horror game by David Szymanski. It's intended to be completed in one single setting, which I will do. There's no save function. It is suggested that I set aside about an hour or two to complete this. The exit door is the door that I'm starting at. I use WADS to move in the leftmost button to interact with the environment. Escape to toggle the screen, give it volume, and all that stuff is pretty good. So here we go. That's the exit. Got no footsteps apparently, which is weird. Got a couple bookshelves over here. The outside's all really bright. So I'm kind of confused as to what's going on. Is the sun getting closer to us? Is this like in the future? Like the far future? Like I don't know. So anyways. Yes, this is All Hallows Eve when you will be watching this. I am doing a 2 horror game bash sort of thing this weekend. So it's again starting out with Finger Bones here. The other game I don't really know what I'm going to play yet, so we'll have to wait and see what the next game will be on the playlist. Looks like I've got a note here. Couple knives, stuff like that. It's my weekend to get Katie, but I'm not really in the mood. I distracted her with the TV and came here to read. I couldn't interest myself in reading, so I tried to write. I couldn't write anything more than the usual handful of disconnected thoughts and theories. Medication didn't help, and divorce certainly didn't help. Because I am not depressed, I am enlightened. This is the result of 2 decades of scientific education and philosophical pondering. This is the price of knowledge. So this dude, I don't know what his name is, what he's telling me here is that he's got a daughter, tried to distract her with something so he could do what he wanted to do. Yeah, that's not the worst thing I do all the time with my dogs. So something's going on with this dude, and he's depressed for some reason. He's trying to take medication to kind of fill a void. Once I take it, and he knows something's going on. But what? There's a chair here. I don't know if that means something. It appears to be an object. Fog? Okay, that was weird. Looks to be... Oh, a flashlight. Something over here. This looks to be... What is this? Is this an escape or something? What is... I guess I'll figure it out at some point. Okay, box, a couple different things here. Oh look, another note. I don't know why I'd use my stepdaughter's name as a door lock code in my survival bunker. His stepdaughter. So it's not originally his daughter. Okay, that makes it interesting. But whatever keeps her happy, I suppose. She's like her mother. A delicate, fragile version of her mother. Damn her. Oh, I can feel the love radiating off this guy. I can just feel it pouring right out. Just pouring. Just pouring his love. Being sarcastic, obviously. Appears to be a page from a manuscript. Pop morality is to rely on emotions and not relying enough on rational thought. Morality must be determined, and I maintain that it is a farce. It should not be determined by thinking. By feeling, sorry. Feelings are nebulous, subjective, and changeable. Rather, it should be determined by thinking. The actions of a natural creature are natural and thus moral. You'd like to think so, but all the time. Unless a concrete scientific reason be given to prove them as immoral. Okay, interesting so far. Don't know how deep this is going to go with the philosophy, and that chair just got in my way for a second. Okay, can I read these? I want to read the books. Okay, I couldn't read them in a hotel. I was in Hotel California. Jeez, Hotel Remorse. The hell is this thing? It's telling me that. That's loud. What did I just do? Something's glowing red over here. I don't know what the hell it is. Oh, password. I remember him saying something about his daughter, or his stepdaughter, so... What did I open? Because this is the door I came through, and that... Did I just spot something over here? Oh look, another note. I was 15 years old, I lost my virginity. I shook uncontrollably the entire time. I felt that same primal excitement yesterday night in the cellar. What kind of excitement are we talking about? Yeah, because that's the door I went through. Oh, look, another door. Hi. Okay. It was interesting. It's finally happened. The whole world is a chaos of thunder and screams. And when the ashes settle, you'll all be able to be animals again. I'm ecstatic beyond words. I haven't been able to reach Lynn for several days. Lynn in the city of sin, and she's probably dead for all I know or care. But Kitty was here when it started, and I have no idea what to do with her. Most of the town is dead. You see, Katie and I only survived because we ran out of the bunker. Perhaps this is what I needed. Freedom from all the irrational rules and innate social values. Just pure, beautiful survival. That's an interesting voice I just made up. How was that? Hello? Anyone home? What does this go to? Can't open that for some reason. Okay, look, I don't know. I boxed up everything that isn't practical and useful. I burned all the books that weren't for scientific edification. I like to store the boxes. What? Oh, I did read that right. I like to store the boxes in the cellar, but I can't get them down the ladder by myself. What are you, weak? I just piled them up near the hatch. The blood would probably ruin them. What blood are we speaking of? Whose blood are we speaking of? Whose blood have you spilt? That's something I want to know. Whose blood have you spilt? The true room has been here for years now, and I can't bring myself to change it. Whose name? When the city is in? I'm gonna go with that, because he did mention the name Lynn. And I don't think he's talking about the city of sin either. Good, let's try it. Doesn't hurt to try. Dare to walk. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Because of the wonderful things he does. Hi. Hi. Hello? Anyone? Okay. She remembered Father's Day and drew me a picture. I don't understand her. She's just like her mother. She wants to waste time drawing pictures, and we're barely able to find enough food to survive. I turned her crayons into candles. We need more candles in case the generator goes out again. And it helps break out the monotony. Oh, actually, she's elaborate. I yearned for the excitement of those first weeks. What first weeks are we talking about? What first weeks are we talking about? Huh? Crowns in the candle. What does she want to do? Whoa. Okay, I need to think here for a second. Okay. So she's very artistic from what I'm hearing, and he's more logical. The logic and creativity, well, artistry can go together very well. Just from my own experience, I think very logically. I try to think logically, and I also think very creatively, artistically, stuff like that. And well, okay, from an adult's point of view, yeah, you would need to do that. Because if the lights go out and you don't know what the hell is going on, you're gonna need some sort of light source. So that kind of makes sense. The vibe I'm getting from this game is somewhat of desperation and something else that doesn't feel right. He's desperate for something to come back. He's waiting for something to happen. Okay, I need that voice again. There are things I wanted to do for years. Desires I've kept locked in the back of my consciousness. It's been nearly a year since I've seen a woman, and now I realize there's no practical reason to keep those desires locked up anymore. The fuck are you talking about? I don't have a good feeling about that. The fuck was that? Not supposed to be any jump scares, so you better not fucking lie to me. Game. Developer, I should say. I changed the storage room code to something I can easily remember. And then Y. The rest of the word is missing. Wait a minute. And then Y, L, L, Y, and N. Ha! Figured it out. So that's the storage room, I take it. Yep, I was right. That's the storage room. Okay, back up we go. Back up we go. Back up we go. Go, go. Ha! Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? The fuck was that? The fuck was that? The fuck was it? Okay, I'm done. Whoa, is there something behind here? It's there. Oh. Okay. Wait, psychological, that's psych. Like the human psyche. So, does that mean this is all in his head? Because at the beginning it said psychological. And I ain't seeing shit. So, this might all be in his mind. And if I'm calling that right, thumbs up for me if I did. So that did something. I don't know what, but it did something. I am a bag of DNA, and I exist to make more of myself. I married and produced a daughter because my genes demand reproduction. Hey, get out of my ear, will ya? That was rude. I wrote books and created, because creativity served as survival advantage to my ancient ape ancestors. I built this place, took refuge in it, and spent out. How rude. Took refuge in it, and spent hours thinking up silly little artificial lives to live by, because my forefathers built cities and societies to allow time and peace to reproduce and protect their genes, dreams, loves, opinions, desires, beauty, innocence, figments of our collective primordial imagination. Fleeting electrical signals that fire across our synapses were a pointless moment in time. They served the. I need to read this right. They used to serve a purpose, and now they are needless confusion. And here I am, the last man on earth for all I know, ready to be freed from them. Wait a minute. Didn't you just mention freedom twice? Did you? Well, that's not ominous at all. So I unlocked something. Okay. Okay, if I go down there, she better not be hiding on me. I can pop out at me. Better not do that, game. Better not be lying to me. Better not be. If you are, I'm gonna bitch slap you. I'm pretty sure he did mention freedom twice. I could be wrong. Oh, it did open up into something. Huh. Oh, God. This is why it's called finger bones. I knew it. Twice, baby. Twice. I knew it. I knew he was gonna mention it again. So is freedom. Are you literally telling me that the password is freedom? Is that what you're telling me? Probably. Probably is what you're telling me. Something happened. Okay, so those were her finger bones. Finger bones. Finger bones. Finger bones. Bonk. Okay. I was gonna say earlier, the style of this game is like a mix of. Well, it's not a mix. It's kind of like Minecrafty. It's because it's all blocky in craft. I mean, look at this. Does that not scream Minecraft to you? That doesn't? I don't know what does. I don't like this. I really don't like this. Cheese zones. Oh god, what the hell is that? What the hell? What? Goosebumps much? Holy shit. Well, it's working. There's only enough food for one. She's going to die anyway. And I'm free now. Freedom! Took the end of all humanity for me to find freedom. Great. Isn't that just fucking great? Is it? Oh, getting louder. Something's getting louder. What the hell is going on? Oh dear God. Something happened in. Oh God. Blood? Whose blood has spilled on thine table? Is that your daughter? Why do I sound like Thor? Seems to have been torn from a diary. She finally died last night. I don't know whether from starvation, dehydration, or blood loss. I threw her body into the woods. Her fingers, my anti-religious artifacts, testaments to moral and intellectual freedom, are locked in the safe upstairs. Yeah, I already found them, thanks. I am content with the knowledge that I haven't done anything wrong. No, of course not. Of course not. Of course you haven't. The father didn't know why he'd come back after all these years, starving and tired. He just wanted to see the cellar one last time. With one last flicker, the flashlight died, and he was left in the pitch dark. Wait, I'm not done reading! Bitch. But yeah, that was Finger Bones, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that. That was quite a bit of fun recording, actually. As long as the webcam footage didn't come out all wonky on you. Hopefully it didn't. My other camera's not charging for some reason, so I have to deal with this. But yeah, Finger Bones, again, first game out of maybe 2 or 3 horror games I'm going to do. Really hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm trying to make the best content possible here, so if you have any other suggestions as to how I can make myself a better gamer and commenter and all that stuff, please let me know. If you don't tell me something, I don't know what you want me to do. So tell me, please. The other thing was that that game really was psychological. It was more psychological. I know throughout most of it I wasn't really talking about it as much as I thought I would have. But basically, it's from the perspective of a guy that basically loses everything. Not loses everything, he kind of maybe loses things and goes insane from it. So then his mindset goes towards a more different kind of aspect than maybe he thought. I don't know. I don't know what the true story behind this game is, but I'm just kind of going off of what I saw and how I interpreted it. So basically, I got out of that. It's basically about a dude trying to survive the apocalypse. Didn't get along with his wife for some reason. Maybe because he was more, again, more logical, a logical thinker, thought more strictly, whereas his daughter and wife were more out of the box, so maybe he couldn't handle that, so he kind of acted like an ass in some ways. And killed and raped his daughter, from what a couple of letters were telling me. That is just wrong. That's beyond wrong on so many levels. I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up and share, follow me, subscribe, and as always, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.